Morning, brother. I've been doing this for over 30 years in Harlem. Harlem didn't have anything to attract anyone. Inside of me, this way, the hope that things don't have to be the same, can always change.
Et sur ce boulevard-là, qui est la rue principale de Harlem, vous avez un artiste qui s'appelle Franco, qui a, si je ne m'abuse, 81 ans cette année. Alors, M. Franco, donc, c'est un artiste, on le surnomme le Picasso de Harlem.
Come on beside me, sweetheart. I've been waiting for you guys. I've been waiting for you guys. Who you guys? You take so long. Oh.
When I walk on the 125th Street, I can look at these things and learn a little something about the African-American community, about the history of the United States, about the history of New York City, about the history of Harlem.
I never heard about Martin Luther King until the first week I was here. I looked at the newspaper and I saw this big black man, and I was surprised because I never believed that a black man would be on the front page of anything. I was hypnotized by this man. What a man. This particular gate here, I put up Mandela, Martin Luther King, and also Malcolm X. They're the one that opened the doors for us. My job is to continue doing what I can do to keep the legacy alive. So I shall continue painting things of that nature, and let me see how far I can go.
Oh, Franco the Great, man. He's a great artist, man. He's out here every Sunday. His art inspires people from across the world. Everybody comes out here to come see Franco.
I come from France to see Franco.
シャッターに絵を描くって発想が素晴らしいと思います。
This particular one here, I've been in a lot of African countries and I decided to make a picture depicting some part of Africa. This is how I see the ladies over there constantly grouped together all the time. But most of all, their dresses is remarkable, beautiful. It's a jewelry store. It symbolizes jewelry, and I couldn't think of a better idea than to put Mr. T. That particular gate have a very special meaning for me. That was my original spot 30 years ago. That's where everything started, right at that spot.
Good evening. Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee. There was shock in Harlem tonight when word of Dr. King's murder reached the nation's largest Negro community.
After the assassination of Dr. King, the sidewalk is messed up, the streets is full of holes, everything was a disaster. And then the gates came visible. No longer you could walk and window shopping, but now it became a sea of metal from the east side to the west side.
These gates were like a prison until Franco came up with this idea of painting them and give them a superb look.
I decided to paint a blossom tree. Very simple, but with a message. I must learn to bloom exactly where I was planted. I found myself in Harlem, and I should bloom from Harlem. You're from Texas?
Yes, sir. Texas.
Everything grows big in Texas.
That's exactly right.
Franco was the character that allowed us to introduce Harlem to them. It's not Harlem who became open to tourists, it's tourists who opened their mind to Harlem.
He's been extremely successful. I mean, there's busloads of tourists from all over the world coming there on Sunday morning seeing him work. So he's an international artist.
No home is complete without a picture of me, right? I could sell anything, but first of all, I have to sell myself. So when you leave here, you can say, I met a guy named Franco. When you go 126th Street, please see Franco.
Well, the biggest thing with Franco that I noticed when I really started to watch him work on 125th Street is that he attracts the ladies.
Ah, la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la.
He's like a magnet. They get off the bus, they run to him, he signs autographs while he has them bent over on their back. And it's become like a trademark. He's fluent in, I believe, 5 languages. And that will catch a lot of people by surprise.
Good family, I put a problem.
He said good morning in Japanese. I was shocked because, wow, somebody speaks Japanese.
I think he met Kimmy maybe 17, 18 years ago. And she started to work with him, actually assisted. And they became closer until they eventually got married, and they've been together ever since.
So she's a ladies, you know that. But so many owners, store owners tell me, I get jealous. But I understand this is his business, and he come home with me, so he told me, Mommy, I want you to have brush, because if you have brush, you can paint with me. We can go every place.
Hiya, Franco. Nice to see you up on the ladder again. This is a project that I started with a photographer by the name of Isaac Diggs. We've been photographing the greats that have been painted by Franco. Try and capture the feeling of the street, feeling of everyday life, and hope use the photographs as part of the conversation of how the future of Harlem should look like.
Now, for artists like Franco, I mean, his bread and butter in many instances is painting the actual gates that aren't see-through. And that was an effort to beautify what is a really ugly sight. It's just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to actually see a see-through gate.
I heard that they're planning to change the gates for see-through gates. I just want to do these gates until some changes come along. That's all.
The reason that the gates were painted was to instill pride and not to tag on to artwork, which work. But now here's a product that he's selling that new businesses coming in don't have a need for.
In many instances, when you paint or you create art that becomes popular, the quote-unquote establishment frowns down on you, especially when you do realistic work that is very indigenous and very much in touch with the neighborhood and the people.
Someone like Franco the Great, in a way, he doesn't have anything to worry about because being so old, he's not going to be here to see the new Harlem.
From my experience in life, things can be taken over. Somebody will take something that been done 100 years ago and keep it going, you know? So hopefully that someone will recognize this performance was done by one individual and he can take it and go as far as it. I've seen it work before. So I am not worried about that. I'm just worried about how long can I keep this going.
Should Franco's gates be preserved? I think so. How can Franco play a role in the new growth and the new development? I don't know.
The visual artist, unlike many of the other artistic forms, is a solo and lonely trip. But the reality is, it's very difficult to make it by yourself, especially in this profession. Unless you can link with an organization, then you are going to be at the mercy of outside forces in this capitalistic system.
Wait till he comes back. Of course. Here we go, right?
Pictures are nice, but it's not the same thing as being able to go to Rome and to see the Colosseum. Most of the owners of those buildings will just take those gates by Franco the Great and they'll throw them into a dumpster. Once you do that, that will never be brought back.
There goes Muhammad. Preserving our collective heritage doesn't mean that we have to keep it in the same place. I'm not saying that Franco and his people who do billboard art should continue to have metal grates in Harlem to paint. We move on. Times change.
I understand things change, but I hope he can continue. Sometimes I watching Franco sleep early. I watching his eyes and look at him. I pray to God. Every day wake up with me. I pray for him. And then, long as possible, I like to paint with him.